Hello guys, it's Randall with BitRage. So I want to do a video on identifying crypto experts on YouTube that really might be just all hype, or even worse, maybe they don't even have a clue what they're talking about. So we're going to look at a couple things that'll help you identify the so-called crypto experts and maybe why they're really on YouTube, and maybe the money that they're making isn't so much on the advice they're giving you as what they're trying to sell you.
It's just like a dead cat bounce. If it falls fast enough and hard enough, boing, it bounces a little bit, and that's called a dead cat bounce. Now, if we take a look at that recently, we had a couple dead cat bounces, okay? So, Bitcoin hits 20,000, falls fast and hard, boing, bounces up a little bit, another one, boing, and then down here we had the China FUD. Oh, look at how fast and hard that one fell, and then boing, another dead cat bounce. They're bouncing all over the place.
So that's a very highly technical analysis of a crypto chart. So don't blame you if you missed it. And feel free to rewind the video and rewatch that, because there was so much information there on how to trade and how to understand this chart that you might have missed it the first time. But if you did miss it, just catch a couple things from what he explained. It bounced, boing, 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 and then we're bouncing here again. So it's just very highly technical, extremely out of my league for sure.
Now, so how do you profit from that? Well, first thing, you look for China FUD, because if there's something that causes the price to drop significantly, eventually there's going to be a bounce back. You're going to see a little bit of bounce. That's normal.
The idea that we look for China FUD really doesn't make a lot of sense, because China's not the only place you're going to see news that's going to affect the market. So chasing what has happened in the past to find the next January 17th crash really isn't the way it works. I mean, and to give advice like that, it's not very good advice.
Normal market movement where it just has these mild corrections. Now, it's officially termed a dead cat bounce, like you see here, where it bounces and then it actually falls down below the original low there. All right, so that would be boing, boing. That would be a true dead cat bounce. This one has yet to be a true dead cat bounce because it hasn't fallen below.
Again, that's too highly technical for me. I'm not at that level yet. So, all right, so I wanted to show you this little clip from his other video here. ICOs make $1 million in cryptocurrency from 1,000 in 2018. Let's listen to what this expert has to share with us.
Live daily episode on Friday, because it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Woo! We're here. So guys, how to make $1 million from $1,000. Ooh, that sounds fun, doesn't it? A lot of us have $1,000. We could totally make $1 million from that. Well, I talk about this often, all right? Any one of us with $1,000 is only 10 trades away from $1 million. It's really that simple. You double $1,000 10 times, that's $1 million. Whew, open your mind up. That's just like, you're that close. It's like the 3 degrees of Kevin Bacon, or however many degrees.
More like the 3 degrees of stupidity, because anybody who trades and has done it for any length of time and understands trading knows that you don't put all your money back in. It's the quickest way to failure. And anyone who doesn't know trading. There's nothing else to say about it. And the idea that you just, every trade you make, you're doubling your money and you just keep putting it back in is just stupidity. It doesn't happen. And smart traders, what they do is they look for good trades, and they never put all their money back into the trade. And the reason is because you're never guaranteed. Something could happen. Even the best technical analysis, even the best setups could fail. Nothing's guaranteed. So this is hype. It's all bull garbage to try and sell you and hype you and get you all excited. And yeah, I'm not here to dampen your hopes of making $1 million in cryptocurrency, but let's be honest with each other. Let's be honest with ourselves, and let's be realistic, and let's be safe. Anybody who invests $1,000 and makes a good trade and then dumps that same $1,000 back into, or they invest 1,000, they make 2,000, they then dump that 2,000 back in 100%. That's not a good trade. You know, it's a better strategy to invest 10% and keep reinvesting 10%. So you're always making a profit. And if you were to lose a big trade, you would never lose all your money. So I don't like this strategy at all. I don't like the idea that 10 trades to $1 million, you just get a graph. I don't know. The My Little Pony guy isn't really doing much for me right now.
He has, yeah, you're only 10 trades from $1 million. Start with $1,000. Double that, you have 2,000. Double that, you have 4,000, and 8,000, 16,000, 32,000, 64,000, 128,000, 256,000, 512,000, and then finally 1 million. And when you get there, ooh, how sweet it is.
He's never been there. I can guarantee you he's not made $1 million trading cryptocurrency because I've watched his videos, and I don't think he has the capacity to be able to do that. But the more important thing is he's hyping this all up as though all you really have to do is make 10 trades to make $1 million. And again, that is so deceptive because even if you make several trades and you're very successful, you should not dump all that money back into the next trade. You could lose. Even the best traders lose. There's a trader that I know that trades cryptocurrency, and he's probably the smartest crypto trader I know. And he says that he makes about 3 to 5 bad trades a year. And what he means by bad trades are all the analysis was correct, but something went wrong. There was some news he wasn't aware of, something went wrong. So in a year, he makes about 3 to 5 bad trades. That's pretty good. Out of all the trades he makes in the year, that's all he loses. That's pretty good. He does not reinvest 100%. He reinvests between 10 and 25%. And he knows what he's doing. Incredibly smart guy. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. And everybody who's watching is probably new to investing in cryptocurrency. And he's basically telling them, invest 100% and reinvest 100%, reinvest 100%. And there's a really high likelihood at some point you're going to make a bad trade and you're going to lose it all. Very bad advice.
How sweet it is. So guys, that's crazy stuff. Especially with 2018. I think 2018.
So basically he goes on in this video and he talks about 2018. He hypes a lot up. He goes to CoinMarketCap, which seems to be the big thing to do for a lot of YouTubers. They go to CoinMarketCap and depending on the day, they'll either be like, oh, it's all looking green, this is good, this is amazing, or we're in the red, we're in a dip. When you see people talking generalities using CoinMarketCap, they haven't done analysis on actual trading charts. They're just looking at what anyone can see. A 2-year-old can tell it's all green. And they're making general assumptions to try to build your trust that they know what they're talking about crypto, when the truth is they probably don't spend any time reading charts. They probably don't spend any time actually investing. Their knowledge is probably very limited.
You guys, we've all been having fun the past couple of weeks with CoinMarketCap. All the cryptos have been soaring, and it doesn't look like it's over yet. Yesterday, everything was in red. It was a little bit sad. But today, everything's back in the green. The world is right again. Okay.
That's not something a real crypto trader would say, because when things are in the red is usually seen as opportunities to buy. When things dip is when we look for times to buy. So when it's in the green, unless you own all this stuff, why is everything all right now? I don't really understand. And the idea that just looking at the homepage of CoinMarketCap and saying, oh, it's in the green now, or oh, it's in the red, and making general statements is really ridiculous. It shows you really don't have anything else to say. Let's look at some analysis. Let's look at some actual charting and look at what's actually going on. I don't really care about that it's up 3%. I want to know what the actual chart's saying and where it's headed. I want to look at some analysis.
Okay, it's doing well. And I mean, guys, like literally all you have to do is find undervalued projects, and I talk about how to do this stuff all the time.
It's literally all you'd have to do, and that's what he talks about all the time. Well, actually, what he talks about all the time is his giveaways, his courses that he's selling, and that's what he talks about all the time. He does a lot of hype. He's hyping here about if you'd bought into Stratus, you'd have a $255,000 return on investment and you'd be a millionaire. While that is true, he fails to remind us that Stratus was an ICO that happened several years ago. I think it was the end of 2015 into 2016. But anyways, it did not make any progress in gain for quite a while. I think it was March 2017, I believe, when we actually start to see gain. And I could be wrong on the actual numbers on that, but it was quite a while. So he's making it sound like he's hyping things up, and I do not like hype. I do not like hype because hype moves from reality to assumption, supposition, and it places you in a very easy position to get yourself in trouble and lose a lot of money. Very bad, and everybody who's trying to sell you something uses hype. They get you all excited that you can make $1 million, and then he goes back to his little chart, and guess what happens now?
For a whole bunch. And I put together a course for you guys. So if you guys don't know about ICO.
Now who would have guessed that the build-up for this whole video, talking about and showing green on the charts, everything's good, the world's good today, the build-up is to him selling his course.
And you want to know more about ICOs, you can just go to, where is it? It's right here. crypto-love.com/ICO. You can go there. You can go sign up for the course. All right. It's complete course. I've been working nonstop to put this.
It may be a complete course, but it is a overpriced, worthless course. He doesn't tell you here what it's all about. All right. So this is his course. It's $1,000 or 4 monthly payments of $297. He was just telling you that you could take $1,000 and become a millionaire. So why in the world? It's real easy. You just keep flipping your money. 10 trades and you're a millionaire. So why in the world would I buy a course from him for $1,000 when I can just put that into 10 easy trades and I'm a millionaire? Do you see how he hypes things up, getting you to believe his ramble that you can be a millionaire from $1,000, which you can, but it's not as easy and simple, and you can lose. So he hypes and builds it up, and then instead of just investing $1,000, which he really wants you to do, is get the idea of $1,000, spending $1,000 in your mind. And once you have that idea in your mind, that, okay, yeah, I can put $1,000 down. He wants you to give him the $1,000 for his course. It's a very slick strategy. It's a strategy marketers have used for a long time. Build you up, hype you into the idea of investing $1,000 into something like Bitcoin that you believe in. Then the switcheroo happens later in the video, and instead of putting $1,000 into Bitcoin, you're putting $1,000 into a course, which is a bunch of information you could have found on the internet for free. There is nothing in this course you cannot find on the internet for free. How to buy your first ICO today. If you don't know how to do that, start Googling. You can figure that out really easy. Absolutely worthless information. How to avoid ICO scams is important, but who knows if the information he gives is. We've done several videos on ICOs, a few ICO scams. We're going to be doing more videos on ICOs, but the information we provide is free. We actually try and provide highly relevant information. We don't hype. His personal favorite ICOs. What I'm seeing lately is a lot of people who are being paid to promote ICOs. I'm not saying he is. There's a fair chance he probably is. JR Business is. A number of other channels are. You got to be careful. And when someone's telling you a $1,000 course that probably took them 30 minutes to make, I really highly doubt they actually know anything about cryptocurrency. They're just trying to make a quick buck off you.
Guys, because there's really not that many courses on ICOs out there. You can also click down.
Because you don't need a course on ICOs. You literally do not need a course on ICOs. Just watch some of our videos on ICOs. Do some search YouTube for some honest reviews of ICOs. There's some articles on Reddit. There's a couple articles on Steemit that are pretty good. Just do some Google searching and search for things like how to identify scam ICOs. There's some people who've given out free information. I guarantee you, most likely the free information is way better than his. I do not have a lot of faith in this guy at all.
Down in the description, there's a link that'll take you there. But guys, just to give you more information, really make it where 2018 is the year that you can absolutely crush it.
And that's my point. He makes the whole build up the idea that if you can do 10 trades to make $1 million, but the build up is, do you really want 2018 to be the time you crush it, the year that you crush it? And if you don't buy your course, you're pretty much an idiot, because that's how you're going to crush it. And that's basically what he's saying. He's a pretty decent marketer. I'm going to give him that. But what he's telling you is a bunch of nonsense. You don't need his course. Nobody needs his course. It's all information you can find for free. He doesn't tell you anything. If you watch most of his videos, a lot of it is just hype and boom chakalaka nonsense and his My Little Pony shirts and his scantily clad women. And that's how he's gotten most of his subscribers, is he puts scantily clad pictures of women on thumbnails because he knows that's how you get clicks. So if that's what you have to do to get people to view your videos, more power to you, buddy, but that's not a crypto genius in any stretch of the imagination. I'm not trying to just take all these guys out, but we are trying to expose a few things. First of all, most of the crypto channels are a bunch of affiliate people or people selling courses. Crypto Nick is selling a worthless, useless course for $1,000. Crypto Love's course is $1,000. Both of them are worthless. Craig Grant is part of Crypto Nick's course, absolutely worthless. Neither Crypto Nick nor Craig really understand cryptocurrency, and you really can't learn much from them. JR Business is supposed to be working on a course. If they come out with it, I imagine it'll be close to $1,000, and I can guarantee you it will also be worthless because they don't have a clue what they're doing, and they're actually being bought now to promote ICOs. So people are actually paying, companies are actually paying them to do reviews of ICOs, and they're pretending like it's an honest review, but it's not. So be careful of these channels. They really do not have your best interest at heart. If you'll notice our videos, I do have an affiliate link for Coinigy because I put work into the video, and if you want to support me through that, you can use the link. Other than that, we don't sell anything. We don't have a bunch of affiliate links in our videos. Our videos have valuable information. We put a lot of effort into our videos, doing the reviews, researching. These guys don't. You watch them, half of it's about giveaways, half of it's about hype and nonsense and build-ups and reading CoinMarket, or not even reading, but just talking about CoinMarketCap and what's green and what's red and just stuff you're not actually learning anything from. So that's about it, guys. I hope that that's helped you understand that you can get caught into a lot of hype and it's not going to take you anywhere but down. So be very careful. I encourage you to spend a lot of time researching on your own and reading a lot, just analyzing charts yourself. Use the information we provided and ask questions. When people ask questions on our channel, we do our best to either answer them right away or else to do a video on it. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you'll subscribe. Click the bell to make sure you're notified when we drop new videos. Like the video and comment below with what you thought, and maybe exposing some other scams that you've seen on YouTube.